Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin, and today I'm going to tell you all about how to get the contoured and highlighted look that I have here. This is the finished product. I did add blush on top, but this is what I like to do on clients. This is what I like to do for prom and special events, and a lot of times I just like to do this every day if I have extra time with my makeup, because this is my favorite part. This is so much fun for me. This is what you'll see in most of my Instagram pictures and most of my videos. This is the kind of look that I tend to do just because I really love makeup. You don't have to do this much. It is a lot of products, it is a lot of steps, and for every day, if you're in a rush or you're just not that into makeup, then you don't have to do all of this. You can just skip all the creams and liquids and go straight to the powder. And this side of my face is drugstore, and this side of my face is high-end. So you got to see that you can contour and highlight on a budget. All of the products will be listed down in the description box below, as well as my links to Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook if you would like to follow me on there. That would be really cool. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it at the end after you watch it, and let me know right down in the comments below what your favorite contouring and highlighting product it is. If you don't have one, maybe I helped you out today. We'll see. If not, then just tell me how you like the video. Anyway, let's get into the tutorial. Thank you for watching.
Okay, first up, I'm using my RCMA palette. I'm using the two shades Gina Beige and Tan Tone. I'm doing a nice line just underneath of my cheekbone, right along here, and down my forehead in sort of a C shape. I'm going to go just down the side of my nose. This is going to slim my nose. And just underneath of my jawline. Now I'm going to go underneath of my lip to add a little bit of fullness. You don't have to do this. This is completely optional. For my drugstore option, I'm using this L'Oreal True Match. This is the cream foundation in C6 Soft Sable. I'm using it with this thicker brush. It's a little bit easier if you're a beginner. It blends it out a little bit for you already. I'm doing the same thing on this side as I did on the other side. It's okay if it's a little bit dark and you look a little bit silly. When we blend it out, it's going to look amazing. Now for my cream highlighter, I'm using this Lush Feeling Younger Skin Tint. This is a high-end cream, however my powder highlighter is a drugstore, so I chose to include both of them. As you can see, I use it just along the tops of my cheekbones, and it reflects light and gives it this beautiful glow. Now I'm going to use my damp beauty blender and blend, blend, blend. You can use any makeup sponge. I just happen to like the beauty blender a lot because it works really well for me. You could also use a Sigma F80 brush or something similar if that's what you prefer. Ignore that foundation on my hand. Ta-da! For my concealer underneath of my eyes, I'm using this Revlon concealer in the lightest shade. I use a triangle shape when I do this. For my higher end option, I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear. This is in NC15. I'm going to do the same triangle shape. Now I'm just going to blend that out with my F86 brush. I like to use tapping motions mostly when I do this. But you can also use your beauty blender if you have that. They both work really well. And blend, blend, blend. Now I'm going to take that concealer and just go down the center of my nose. I'm also going to go ahead and go right on the center of my forehead just to add to that extra highlight. And a little bit on my upper lip. Now I'm going just underneath of the contour I did before, and right in the center of my chin. And again, we blend and blend and blend. I'm going to highlight just underneath of the arch of my brow with my Drugstore concealer, as well as this Graftobian High Def Glamour Cream foundation. And I'm just going to blend that out. I would use the Graftobian foundation if I were working on a client and wanted a little bit of extra highlight, because it is very thick and very light. Now I'm going to set underneath my eyes with this MAC Pro Emphasize powder. I really like this and I couldn't find a drugstore option. And I'm going to highlight on my cheekbones and down the center of my nose with this Physicians Formula in Translucent Pearl. This is a beautiful drugstore highlighter. It's definitely my favorite. Now for powders. I'm going to be using my Hoola bronzer just on the high-end side of my face in sort of an L shape. And that's the brush that comes with it. Now I'm going to take a large fluffy brush and just blend it out. Blend, blend, blend. You could blend a little bit less if you wanted a more angular look, but I really like the blended look. For my drugstore bronzer, I chose this Rimmel Sunlight. I really like this, however, I also really like the Maybelline powder foundations in the darker shades. Those work really well too. Now I'm going to take my eyeshadow brush in that same bronzer and just go down the sides of my nose. This is a very fluffy brush, so you can use it to blend out the bronzer and it doesn't look very harsh. I'm also going to use what's ever left on that brush and just go right underneath of my lower lip. For underneath of my eyebrow, I'm using the Naked palette, the Naked Basics palette, the Foxy color, that yellow color there in the middle. And the dupe I chose for that was this L'Oreal Endless Pearl. Now it's time to set the face with the translucent powder. I used Makeup Forever, but I also used my L'Oreal translucent powder as well because that's a great dupe for this. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you learned something. Please give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment below.
So I need to quit saying and me, whatever, you know. So